If you wake up every day and say, thank God I'm alive, then by 4 or 5 hours later, you're going to forget you're alive and you're going to do the same bullshit you was doing the day before. But if you wake up and say, today is the day I might die, you're going to do everything that you think you can complete that day so that the world remembers you. You're going to call your mom and say you love her. You're going to spend time with your children, and you're going to get in the and do a body of work that people are going to remember you by. So I wake up every morning saying, today I might die. It's hard for me to even pay for stuff in restaurants because the fans that listen to me, I don't even call them fans, the supporters that listen to my music are the people that work 9 to 5s. They do labor work. My music is more like the energy of a fight club. It's like I'm a part of this network of people nobody knows about, because every time I go in, if I walk in a restaurant, the waitress might not know me, but the entire kitchen knows me. That says something to me. If I walk in a place, the supervisor might not know me, but every worker there knows me. Right. So, and that's what I want to be identified with. You know, I want to be what LaGuardia was for New York, for hip hop. That's what I want to be. Right. You know, I want to be a champion for you know, real struggle in hip hop and real people who really listen to hip hop. I don't want you riding around in a Pontiac and all I can tell you is my Bentley's better. You know, my pockets is bigger, my bitches is better. That's some weak shit to me. I'm one of y'all. I have an opportunity to do this, so I'm gonna represent for y'all. I'm gonna represent for the people. Cause I feel like if I don't, then I deserve to be shitted on. If I take an opportunity as great as being able to speak on the behalf of a people who don't have no voice, if I use that opportunity to only talk about dope, bitches, and clothes, I'm a pretty lame motherfucker. Even when you listen to me and I tell dope stories, they never have a good ending. Like you get my mixtape, The Killer, The Underground, The Killer, I tell a whole story. A dope story is a dope story, but at the end, nothing good happens. Like, you know, I get away, but I get away less, don't have no dope, I end up shooting the guy. So I always try to put stories in the most realistic sense possible, but, you know, give it enough romance so people want to listen to it. I always try to tell stories from a real perspective and something a little more theatrical than I sold all the dope and I got away, now I rap, but I ain't really no rapper, because if I was a rapper, then you wouldn't respect me. You know, I'm a rapper and you better respect me, because I'm going to tell your story and I'm going to tell it better than these lame niggas. I am signed to Grind Time Official. Grind Time Rap Gang, bang, 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 the skull and the cross. It's my record label. GRIND means get rich independently time. And that's really what it's about. Right now the economy's in the hole. People are suffering. It's hard everywhere. So what I decided was, just as a red-blooded American boy, it's time for me to get rich independently, to get out there like an immigrant would who got off a boat 50, 60 years ago and make my own way. And that's what I ask of my artists, and that's what I ask of my audience. In my new projects, I pledge allegiance to the grind part 2. I've made good records, albums, but I haven't made, because I'm talking about my first record and the 4 undergrounds I've done. And the difference between underground and mixtape is, mixtape you get paid $2 for, underground you get paid $7 for. So 35,000 copies at $7 a piece. Y'all can do this math on that. So that's just what I pressed up. That's just what I press up and do myself. And that's what enabled me to get a deal through SMC Fontana. They saw what I was doing on my own, and they said, we can take this and we can multiply that times 10. And let's get the joint venture going, you know. My aim now with Grind Time Official and SMC Fontana, what I'm trying to do on, you know, a big level is show that Big and Dre had the right instincts with signing me. And on a bigger level, you know, establish my brand and establish a type of music that people who grind every day to get it, legal or illegal, hustle or not, 9 to 5 or paying 5 for 9, that they have a soundtrack to their real life. You know, that's what I'm interested in doing, and making sure my music is 10, 15, 20 years gonna be as relevant as it is now. I remember that scene from Troy where the kid told Achilles, you know, I'd be afraid to do what you're about to do. And Achilles told him, that's why you'll die, nobody will know your name. Like, that sounds harsh to say to a kid, but that really is my mentality. Do something great or you don't deserve to have your name known past your death.